Grandma Ellie had always said that every creature carried a story, but no one believed her more than the little starling she once rescued on a stormy spring night. 5 years earlier, Grandma found the tiny bird trembling beneath her porch roof, feathers soaked, eyes barely open. She wrapped it in one of her embroidered kitchen towels, the blue one with daisies on the corner, and whispered soft lullabies as she fed it with a dropper. She named him Pip, because the first sound he ever made was a tiny pip-pip against her palm. For weeks, Pip stayed perched on Grandma's shoulder as she cooked soups, baked pies, and tended her rose garden. He followed the sweep of her broom and the swing of her knitting needles, chirping as if offering commentary. By the time he was strong enough to fly, Grandma knew letting him go would break her heart, but keeping him locked away would break his spirit. So one sunny afternoon, she carried Pip to the edge of her backyard, kissed his soft head, and whispered, "You'll always find your way home." And Pip flew off, high, bright, free. Years drifted by. Seasons changed. Pip became a sweet memory, one Grandma treasured but never expected to relive. Then came the morning of the unexpected visitor. It was early, sunlight just brushing the curtains, when Grandma heard a gentle tapping at her kitchen window. Tap, tap, tap. She thought it was a branch or maybe the neighbor's cat causing mischief again. But the tapping continued, rhythmic and oddly familiar. She opened the window. A bird flew inside with the confidence of someone who knew the place by heart. He landed on the very same stool Pip used to claim during breakfast. His feathers shimmered midnight blue in the morning light, and his beak opened to release a soft, unmistakable pip-pip. Grandma's breath caught. Pip! No, it can't be. But then he hopped closer. The bird nudged his head against her hand, gentle, trusting, warm. Just like before. Grandma laughed, a sound she hadn't made in months. Tears gathered at the corners of her eyes, not from sadness but from the overwhelming sweetness of being remembered. She prepared toast crumbs and set out a tiny dish of water, all while Pip fluttered around the kitchen as if inspecting what had changed in his absence. He perched on her shoulder once more, and for a moment, Grandma felt time fold in on itself, past and present layered like petals of a blooming flower. Word spread quickly around the neighborhood. Kids gathered on Grandma's porch to watch Pip dance in the air, chirping melodies that felt too deliberate to be coincidence. Adults shook their heads in amazement, whispering about impossible loyalty and miracles with wings. As evening painted the sky orange, Grandma stepped outside with Pip on her shoulder. "You found your way home after all," she whispered. Pip hopped to her fingers, lifted his wings, and brushed his head against her cheek, the same way he did years ago. Then he soared upward, circling above her 3 times, as if signing his name in the sky. Grandma didn't know if he would return again. But she knew this: love, once given freely, always finds its way back, sometimes on wings.